Young world, what's good? I'm Abel Green and I'm back. Guys, today on The Corner, I am here to talk about Lawbreakers. So gamers, I know I am late on this, but this subject needs my thoughts because I support Lawbreakers. I really do. And let me explain what's going on here. Lawbreakers currently has been suffering with player count on PC, all right? At times hitting 0. Yes, you heard correctly. According to some articles, hitting 0 at times. I'll link an article down in the description below discussing the low player count, but I need to talk about this game. I need to tell you guys what my personal feelings are about this. Now, before all this came out, I made a video on my old channel discussing my worries and concerns about Lawbreakers. I called this way earlier. And this isn't to get a pat on my back at all or nothing. This was genuine concern for the title because I love Boss Key Studios. Those guys welcome me with open arms, and they are a crew that works hard and cares about their products. You understand? And even though Cliffy B is getting this douchebag type of look and he has some dick responses towards people, the vibe from his studio doesn't reflect who he is personally. Okay, like Cliffy says some wild things, but I get it. Cliffy's always been Cliffy. Like if you have been around for years, you know how Cliffy is. So it just is what it is with that. Can you be better in mannerisms and stuff? Yeah, but that's up to the individual, and I'm not really going there with that. But back to the studio. This studio works hard, right? And I called this prior. I was like, wow, the interest for this game just isn't here for some reason. I feel like there needs to be more influence, and not in the value of paid influence. I mean genuine love for the game. Like there has to be something here to anchor this game in with communities. And it just was not translating with this title. That was my concern months ago. I was seeing this. And now here we are, low player count, little gamer interest. What went wrong? One, I think, was timing. Honestly, there was times to capitalize, I feel, last year, but the game wasn't ready last year. So, okay, you have to hold off for that. And I respect that. You don't want to put out something that you feel isn't up to par for the public. I get that completely. So I'm going to fall off of that. Two, people compared this to Overwatch. As much as gamers love to compare this to Overwatch, it is not Overwatch, guys. It's not Overwatch. If people would just shut up and play games and try them out for themselves instead of formulating opinions when you just see something, the gaming community would be in a way better place than it is now, okay? I'm just gonna get that straight through to you. Okay, people need to stop comparing everything to everything when you haven't even played the game. Play the game, okay? Support the game. Gamble with your money nowadays, okay? Oh God forbid you have a thought for yourself. God forbid you have to think for yourself, okay? Okay, mom, yes son? I'm thinking for myself today. That's great. Get on it. Think for yourself. Now back to this game. Now the final piece of the puzzle here is the shooting arena, the Twitch shooting arena landscape that this game is set in. I'm going to be very real when I say this, and listen good, guys. Listen good. I don't think gamers had an interest in it. That's just how I'm seeing it now. The error right now, what Cliffy B did with the studio right now, was a gamble. It's a gamble. This hasn't been proven to be a big interest with a lot of gamers. I've been down this road with other titles that I thought were gonna pop off and just no interest at all. And this seems to be one of those titles, like where people are just like, the arena shooter thing, not into it. Look at the landscape now. You have Overwatch that is just dominating that whole scene, and it's always good to have a second type of game that sorta in that realm, but not in that realm, being Lawbreakers. The Lawbreakers is not in that realm. All right, let's just, okay. But It's always good to have something that's kind of in the shooter area like that, but I don't see interest in the Twitch shooter arena. I don't see it, you know, and it's a gamble, but it's a gamble that the studio took, and it's a gamble that they're going to have to live with. You understand? Now Cliffy B wants to go back and save the game, and he's going to put it on him and say, hey, maybe it's my douchebag attitude that got us here. No, Cliffy, I don't even think it's that, Pop. I don't think gamers had an interest in this genre like that. Okay? Could it be that simple? Work with me. Can it be that simple that nobody just cared to play a Twitch arena shooter nowadays? I loved it. Don't play the game that much, admittedly, but I loved it. That game is one of the most polished pieces of work I ever played in my life. Hands down. You can't test that game against anything technically and say that game's not sound. Okay? I put money on that. That game plays very well. Very well. But the interest for the genre just isn't there right now. Sorry to say, just isn't there. Love you, but it's okay. Back to the drawing board. Now, this is a very expensive mistake. Okay, hey, we judge wrong here. Back to the drawing board. But these types of things happen in the gaming industry. You understand? And this shouldn't hold Boss Key back from doing anything great. Hell, if they still want to work on the project and get it together, go ahead. Still shoot for it, you know? But I just don't think the interest for that genre is here. Now, in the beginning, we couldn't tell. We're up in the air. Overwatch just popped off. You're like, oh, hey, maybe the Twitch arena shooter thing, it could work. But then as the betas went on and I'm seeing interest and I'm seeing how the gamers are talking and they're very passive on the title, can't even find matches at times and different things like that, it was tough. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My patience was wearing thin. Okay? Not that the game was bad, but it's just the community and things building up around it weren't looking stable. Now, let's talk about marketing. Marketing was not, and I repeat, not the issue here. Nexon America has backed the studio crazy. I went to PAX East this year. Lawbreakers was the center of PAX East. Okay? Line through the wazoo. Okay? Giveaways and everything going down there. Marketing was not the issue here, gamers. Boss Key did everything in their power to get this game off the ground. And I believe Cliffy's just being the proper captain that he is and saying, hey, maybe it's my fault. And Cliffy, again, I don't feel it's your fault. I feel like there was an error in judgment here, if anything. And I mean that, if anything, just an error in judgment here. We kind of underestimated the disinterest gamers had with the Twitch arena shooter genre. Okay? The days of Unreal Tournament, Cliff, they're out the window. Okay? Sometimes we live in nostalgia and we're just like, man, those were some of the best times I had in gaming. I do it often. Trust me, Cliff. I'm with you. I'll be like, hey man, if I had the money, I would build this type of game and people would love it. And it's unproven. You know, it's unproven till you actually do it. And guess what, Cliffy? You actually did it, which I commend you on that. But the gamers are simply not interested. So guys, tell me what you think. Do you think that Boss Key Studios can bring the title back? Get some numbers up under it. Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you as always. That's all I have for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit me with a like and make sure you follow me on all my social media links down in the description below. Be safe, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. And remember, if it ain't green, it ain't me. Have a great day, guys. Peace.